We'll begin by looking at the anterior lower leg muscles. You'll notice that these muscles tend to be involved in either dorsiflexion of ankle or extension of the digits. Okay. Now, the most anterior, right next to your tibia, this is tibialis anterior. This muscle is involved in dorsiflexion of your ankle as well as foot inversion. So here's dorsiflexion of the foot. This is foot inversion. Next, we have the extensor hallucis longus. As its name indicates, this muscle is involved in the extension of your great toe. Okay, so it's located lateral to the tibialis anterior. Okay, let's take a look at its action. So extension of your great toe. Now let's take a look at the extensor digitorum. This muscle is also located on the anterior lower leg. Okay. It's situated lateral to the extensor hallucis longus. So this muscle, as indicated by its name, it is involved in extension of digits 2 through 5. Okay, let's take a look at its action. On the lateral lower leg, we have two muscles. Both of these are involved in foot eversion. Okay. So the more superficial one is the fibularis longus. Okay. It's named after the bone that is situated over. So this is your fibula, so therefore this is fibularis longus. Okay, and then underneath that fibularis longus, you have the fibularis brevis. It's right here. Okay, so both of these, once again, are involved in foot eversion. Let's take a look at that. We have three deep muscles on the posterior aspect of your lower leg. These muscles are going to be involved in either flexion of your toes or plantar flexion of your ankle. Okay. And so for these muscles, since they are hard to visualize from the posterior lower leg, so what you'll be responsible for identifying are their tendons at the medial side of your ankle. Okay. So going from anterior to posterior, okay, you can see that the ankles, there are three tendons. Okay, so from the most anterior, this is the tibialis posterior. Okay. This tibialis posterior is involved in both inversion of the foot as well as plantar flexion of your ankle. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, so here they show foot inversion. Now the second one, okay, so this one is the flexor digitorum longus. Flexor digitorum longus, its tendon is situated just posterior to the tibialis posterior. Okay, this muscle is involved in flexion of the four digits 2 through 5. Okay, so your lateral toes 2 through 5. Okay, let's take a look at its motion. Okay, now this last deep muscle of your posterior leg, okay, right here. Okay, so of the three muscles we just talked about, this one is the most posterior with its tendon, okay, in the medial ankle. This is the flexor hallucis longus. Okay, this muscle is involved in flexion of your great toe as well as plantar flexion of the ankle. So here's big toe flexion. here is plantar flexion of the foot. Now, as we mentioned in class, there's a mnemonic that will help you remember the order of these three tendons. And that mnemonic is Tom, Dick, and Harry. Tom is for tibialis posterior. Dick is for flexor digitorum longus. And the Harry is flexor hallucis longus.